Welcome to Gridiron Ring, a sports talk show covering football and professional wrestling. I'm your host, the Encyclopedia of Sports, Cool Hand Luke 96. NFL wildcard round is now officially behind us, as the NFL Divisional round in the 2019 NFL playoffs is this upcoming weekend. But last week, the wildcard round, I went 1-3. There's 2 games this past Saturday and 2 games this past Sunday. It'll be the same schedule this weekend as well for the Divisional round. 2 games this upcoming Saturday, 2 games this upcoming Sunday, both 4:30 and 8 o'clock on Saturday and 1 p.m. and 4:30 on Sunday, just like this past weekend. So as I said, same schedule. Be sure to tune in on YouTube this weekend, as I will have live reactions, play-by-play of all 4 NFL Divisional Round playoff games this upcoming weekend on both Saturday and Sunday. So be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Like, follow, and subscribe on social media. The link's in the description below. So last week in the wildcard round, I went 1-3, and my overall record now on the season: 117, 90, and 2. Those 2 ties. I keep saying this: 2 ties, weeks 1 and 2 of the regular season. But the first game of the 2019 NFL playoffs was this past Saturday down in Houston at NRG Stadium, and it was a rematch. Colts, Texans, AFC South rivals. They play twice a year, as do every divisional opponent do. So the Colts won 21-7. Cowboys and Seahawks also played in the Lone Star State on Saturday night. The Cowboys hosted the Seahawks, and they defeated the Seahawks 24-22. So both the Colts and Cowboys advance. Then on Sunday, the Chargers and Ravens played in Baltimore at M&T Bank, and the Chargers, they won 23-17. It was just a little too late for the Ravens to come back. They didn't play a good first half, good first 3 quarters of the game, and it was just a little too late for them to come back and win. They almost did, but however did not. The Chargers advanced and will play the Patriots this upcoming Sunday. So Chargers over the Ravens 23-17. And then the Philadelphia Eagles defeat the Chicago Bears 16-15 after Cody Parkey doinked a field goal off the uprights. It hit off the left upright and then down below. And the Eagles won 16-15 because Cody Parkey could not kick a game-winning field goal. So the Eagles also advanced. So we got 4 teams left in the AFC, 4 in the NFC, 8 overall. The Chiefs, Patriots, Chargers, and Colts are your 1, 2, 5, and 6 seeds that are remaining in the AFC. And then in the NFC, the Saints, Rams, Cowboys, and Eagles at 1, 2, 4, and 6. So the divisional round will be this weekend. Colts and Chiefs, first game on Saturday, 4:30 p.m. on NBC on Saturday to be exact. And Andrew Luck will face off versus Patrick Mahomes in the Kansas City Chiefs' high-powered offense. But right now, Indianapolis has something that the Chiefs really haven't had since cutting Kareem Hunt, and that's a running game. You got to have a running game in the playoffs. I think, Andy Reid deserves a playoff win, a Super Bowl championship as well. And he's been to the Super Bowl before, but they lost to New England, Super Bowl 39. I'll get to that here in a bit as well towards the end. But I think he and the Chiefs will choke once again in the playoffs, as the Colts have never lost to the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs either. So history on the blue and white side there. So give me the Colts over the Chiefs on Saturday. Cowboys, Rams, 8 p.m. on Fox on Saturday. Whoever wins the 2 NFC divisional games this weekend, it's going to be a rematch next weekend no matter what in the NFC title game, because Dallas, they've already played Philly twice, being in the NFC East. Dallas already played New Orleans as well. LA, they played Philly, and LA played New Orleans too. So whoever wins, Cowboys, Rams, Eagles, Saints, it's going to be a rematch next Sunday. Whether that's at 3 or 6:30, I'm not sure yet. But the AFC and NFC title games next weekend now, and I'll have predictions out for that next week sometime. But whoever wins these 2 games in the NFC will have rematches next week. But I think LA, the Rams, I think they'll win this and then play either Philadelphia or New Orleans. I'll get to that here in a second on my prediction for that game. As the next game, though, is Chargers and Patriots. So the other Los Angeles team also still in the playoffs, 1 p.m. on CBS on Sunday. So the Patriots hosting the Lightning Bolts from out west at home, where the Patriots are 8-0 this year. They went undefeated at home this year, and they're also a 4.5-point favorite at the time of this recording. And Philip Rivers, as the Chargers starting quarterback versus the New England Patriots, when Tom Brady also starts, is 0-7 record-wise. So Philip Rivers has never, ever defeated the New England Patriots in his career as a starting quarterback for the Chargers. I think it's going to be, say, a 20-17 type of game come Sunday. But with the Patriots playing at home, you really can't pick against Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. I know the Chargers are one of the best teams left, as are, all the other teams, because it's the NFL playoffs, for God's sakes. But traveling back and forth to the East Coast in a matter of 2 weeks, they played at Baltimore this past Sunday. They go back home to LA, and then they got to travel to Foxborough this weekend to play the Patriots. And the Patriots only losing one time at home in the playoffs in the past 5 years. I have to pick the Patriots to defeat the Chargers on Sunday, but I really wouldn't be surprised if the LA Chargers do win in advance to the AFC title game. And then if the Colts defeat the Chiefs and the Chargers win, the Chargers would host the AFC title game the next week. They would host the Colts. So we'd get a Colts-Chargers AFC title game to see who's going to go to the Super Bowl. And then the final game of the divisional round this weekend is the Eagles and Saints, a rematch from Week 11, right before Thanksgiving. The Saints won 48-7. This is 4:30 on Sunday on Fox. You got Drew Brees versus Big Dick Nick Foles. Rematch from 2006 as well. Actually, to the very day in the 2006 NFL playoffs. So, 13 years later, the Eagles and Saints meeting in New Orleans once again in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. So, January 13th, 2006, the Saints won 27-24. Now they're going to be meeting January 13th, 2019. But the Saints are playing at home. As I said, rematch from Week 11. The Saints blew out the Eagles. Now, last year the Saints lost to the Vikings. Last year in the playoffs, the divisional round, on the Minneapolis Miracle. You guys can remember that. Keenum found Stephon Diggs, and the Eagles ended up hosting the Vikings then the week after that, and then the Eagles defeated the Vikings, went on to the Super Bowl 2 weeks after that, and defeated the Patriots to win their first ever Super Bowl. So, some history there for you. But I just think, the Saints right now, it's really Super Bowl champions or bust for them, the New Orleans Saints. They went 13-3 this past year. They lost the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Carolina Panthers. So 2 losses in their division, and then a Thursday night loss on the road to Dallas. And who knows, we might get a rematch of New Orleans and Dallas this time around in New Orleans next week. Like I said, whoever wins this weekend in the NFC, we're going to get a rematch next weekend no matter what. As I said, 13-3 though this year for the Saints, losing to Tampa Bay, Dallas, and Carolina. But when they won the Super Bowl 44, back, 2009 season, February 2010, over the Indianapolis Colts, they also went 13-3. And you guessed it, they lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that year, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Carolina Panthers. I think the Saints will win on Sunday, but Philly, they'll be ready. They won't get blown out this time around like earlier this season. So really with that, I want to backtrack some more, give you another history lesson here. I'm starting to think we'll be getting another rematch in the Super Bowl this coming February, Sunday, February 3rd, 2019, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta, Georgia, with the Indianapolis Colts and New Orleans Saints, just like Super Bowl 44. And last year was Super Bowl 52, along with Super Bowl 39 with the New England Patriots and Philadelphia Eagles. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, follow, and subscribe on social media, links in the description. So once again, I have the Colts, Rams, Patriots, and Saints winning this weekend in the NFL playoffs. So thanks for listening. I will see everybody this upcoming weekend live right here on YouTube for all 4 games between the Colts and Chiefs, the Cowboys and Rams, Chargers and Patriots, and Eagles and Saints, doing live reactions play by play.